Okay. Very dark. I can never seem to get the light right here. I need like a circle light. Right, good evening guys. So yeah, we are carrying on with our Marvel playthrough. How much are those circle lights? Couple hundred. I want to get one of the Elgato ones. Something to save up for. Yeah, they're definitely not cheap. Right, tell me if the sound is okay. Should be. So this is my character. Her name is Hunter. That's the name you are automatically given. And this is my room. This is like where you accept missions and stuff. Right. Okay.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the Forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark.
So are you playing an original character or someone from the comics?
I think he has another present for
This is a someone from the comics, I believe. It seems to we have a history, a previous history with the Midnight Suns. Again, I can't. Oh, just seem to. Can't seem to get this green screen. So although my character's looks are original, I believe we do have a story. We are the daughter of Lilith, who is that green woman we just saw. So we're gonna pet the doggo.
Good girl, Charlie.
Aww. Good. Don't recognise her, but I also have not been a fan of Marvel comics post 2011. Yeah, I like Marvel. If I was to choose between Marvel and DC, it would have to be DC because I relate. They're more easily relatable than Marvel because they're all mutants.
Next thing I know, the Saint.
So we need to go to the forge.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
So
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me.
we have
What I did there?
Captain Marvel here,
I'm a vampire.
or
I see it.
Miss Marvel, and Blade.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out Blade making nice with the big guns.
I thought Caretaker told him no more guns in the house.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
So, he's supposed to be playing...
Your
nice,
preference
right?
between Marvel and DC depends on various factors like characters and medium and era.
Coming up with something for the hunter?
The hunter needs it after that last beating.
Man, can't wait till it's my turn for an upgrade.
Prepare for a long wait.
For all of us. Or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Hey, don't take it so personally. It's not like they forgot about us.
We'll see.
Do I look like a Tony?
Do I look like a Tony? Could be a Tony. This is a Marvel mansion. So this is, I think these are new age Marvel characters.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
Oh, it's intentional because I don't want to ruin the immersion.
Not bad for our first collaboration. I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
So I might disappear for the cutscenes, but that's it.
I do not.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Ah, the joys of sharing a workspace. And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
Could you at least tell it to stop rearranging
Oh, yeah.
things on my side of the cave?
Oh.
I have.
This is a forge.
Something of a
This is the
Psychiatrist in the city. Maybe you should.
Iron Man suit.
Although I think he's working for Hydra right now.
Interesting.
Tony's armor. One of Tony's many Iron Man suits, polished to a high gloss. Though it is powered off, the eyes seem to fall. We've got a tarot card, the star. Nova rises up into the starry night sky, surrounded by stars that represent the support of his team. This card symbolizes serenity and hope for the future. So you collect 22 tarot cards, like collected my first one. The moon. This is a Moon Knight. Here, the new Moon Knight TV show is actually really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Silver Age and Bronze Age, you prefer Marvel over DC, but Golden Age and the animated stuff, you prefer DC. Yeah, I do like the animated DC. I've been watching the cartoons. And I have to admit, I thoroughly enjoy them because they delve into the story a lot more than the movies can and ever will. Your time favourite superhero is Nightwing. Yeah, that makes sense. The Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity and the unconscious. Ah. This.
That is something.
Cluttered table. Cluttered with books, some of them older than you. And you are quite old. This game has very, you'll notice, the choices which you can make, they're if you watch the tutorial video, which I posted, or I live streamed the other day, there are choices in which you can make, and they give friendship points to the certain characters you're in talks with.
What is this?
Chest with vials, a wooden chest with brass hardware containing glass vials. Skill essence. So I think what you do, right? This is a map. You can fast travel. You have like a Facebook, or you have like a Facebook kind of timeline thing here, in which you can in which the superheroes and the bots post stuff which you can read. They even have hashtags. And you collect these comic books. Which I only have one of. These are the heroes which I have available. This is me, Blade, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man. He goes by many other names. These are your collectibles. Now you can. There are these resources that you can spend. Gloss you spend on um on costumes for your heroes. As for the rest, you got your collections, your gifts, quest items, combat items. Your all-time favourite comic book character, on the other hand, is Black Cat. Oh, I've heard of him. Don't know Nico Minoru, but Ileana is Colossus' sister. Oh. That's cool. I think Nico Minoru is Ms. Marvel. Or Captain Marvel.
Ah, I see.
One of Strange's capes, suspended in an ornate glass case, the cape floats in the air, rippling slightly through the air. Is still. Though the air is still. Excuse me, I haven't read in a while.
Intriguing.
Orb of Agamotto. Stranger's Orb of Agamotto, one of few artifacts recovered from the Sanctorum. A powerful energy emanates from the inside of the orb, but seems to rotate indefinitely. Huh. We've just taken a look around.
Ah, Hunter. Word?
Just talk to Strange.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
So I'm choosing like I woke up on the wrong side of the grave.
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some
grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me. Particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that.
In any event?
I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
I would rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilin than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
We will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
My mother has a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim of her ambition. I fear the Sanctum may never be the same.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies we've ever faced.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
That must have been some accident.
Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would learn to control her immense but very raw power. As their training progressed, Wanda was encouraged to push herself further. Eventually, she pushed too far.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
So yeah, that is the history. I don't know if you've watched the TV show WandaVision. I would highly suggest you do. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you have not, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. They are doing a solo series next, one on I think Scarlet Witch, which is Wanda. I think Vision's got one coming as well. So you only know Karen Danvers as Ms. Marvel, but she was boring as fuck in the comics. Never even bothered the film. Yeah, she is a that. I always found support heroes like Ms. Marvel and Wonder Woman to be uninteresting, to say the least.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I may be a few hundred years behind, but I know that tone.
Oh, you are a sharp one. But no, I'm insulting the situation.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
The great Iron Man is not scared, is he?
Let's just say I'll be more comfortable once I've studied the problem. I feel like I'm living in one of those paranormal investigation reality shows.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
I am impressed with your resourcefulness.
From where you're standing, I could see that. Still, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industries logo anytime soon.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
You seem well adjusted enough, considering.
Exactly, which means there's hope for you yet. I find these apocalypse scenarios will save you tons of therapy.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
So these are these are like relations to the old generation of Marvel.
What's up, Big H?
Tony Stark is obviously Tony Stark's
You're looking well, Hunter.
son. So this is a research forge with gamma coil analysis.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Ye Olde Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Hey, Hunter.
Okay. So, analysing gamma coils. Tony Stark can use coil material recovered in combat to create hero abilities.
Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to
One
decide
of the
sentiment-
abilities on offer can be selected, so choose wisely. So this has a ability for myself. Doctor Strange, and this one I believe is Blade.
Take a look. What do you think? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
This is one of Blade's support abilities. Make and bleed. Lets you draw a card, and the next 2 damage applies a bleed. We own 2 of these cards. Quick Slash, this is for myself. Quick means that, if I can remember correctly, if it kills, if this ability kills, so this does 6 damage. That's what this icon here means with the 6 on it. Then if this kills, it
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
it refunds the card. So this one will refund 1 heroic, I think, and this one 2. And another quick ability, Blade, 6 damage. I own 2 of each of these. Oh no, I have to select one. I really don't know. I guess we'll go for the quick slash.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Disney's been pushing too much woke stuff for your liking. I understand. I understand that. Completely, I agree. But it's... Well, sis, yeah, they have full conversations. So Robbie Reyes is young Ghost Rider. Carol Danvers is Ms. Marvel. And as you said, Ilyana Rasputin is Colossus's. Swooping in at the last second to save the day, leading away that carnivorous sludge monster to keep NYC safe. Just gonna say it, he's the astounding Spider-Man. Ilyana says, he had too many words, Blade. Don't let those words or the red and blue pajamas fool you. Spider-Man is no joke. Bobby... Wow, it looks like somebody made a friend, Blade. More like an enemy of an enemy. Starting to think we could use more of those. Carol, there's an old Avengers there's that old Avengers tolerate your spooky, strange teammate attitude I was looking for. This is myself. These are the stats. You have various stats: health, offense. This is basic attack damage, crit chance increases crit damage, increases your crit damage. Of course, fortitude is your percentage blocked at the start of each mission, like a shield. The power of area abilities, resilience resists negative status effects. Strength is your knockback resistance, and willpower increases the percentage of maximum health recovered at the start of each. And these are the abilities. We have 2 slashes, 2 quick slashes, 2 slashes, 2 heals, and 2. You can't picture Blade ever using its social media. True. And this is, and you can change the bit. This is where you buy you buy your costumes and stuff. You can change. You can switch your combat outfit. This one, or you can make it change outfits daily automatically. That sounds pretty cool. You can change. You can change if you own the items. You can change like what you look like. You have face sigils to unlock. Head props. This forge, you need an armory upgrade. Where you these are your suits, which you the default hunter one. And these ones, you have a requirement. You have to research them. Progress in the story. They give passive abilities. Eric Brooks is the new Blade. Where we have to go.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your questions.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Oh, so there's like a trust system, it seems. And because I made that joke, I minused a friendship point, which is unfortunate. I didn't know being a snarky jackass was a bad thing.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anybody else?
That's probably why I mistook it as I thought he'd be the humor type thing, as I prefer Wesley Snipes.
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Who else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anybody else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to, and from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anyone else?
If Frank Castle comes in, no jokes. Yeah, the Punisher is hates jokes. So
Nobody else.
Sure.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally.
finally, I like to talk and unfortunately, Blade is not the talking type. Upgrade abilities.
Let's do this.
If a hero possesses 2 copies of an ability, they can be combined to create a new, more powerful version.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
So we have Quick Slash. We own 3 of them. We can upgrade using 30 attack essence, which will give it a knockback. I think you need 3 to you need 3 copies. It seems to upgrade. So what we'll do, we will upgrade. Why not? I have the attack gems. That's given.
See you around.
That's given me a knockback on my quick slash. Got a gloss. Spend on stuff. This chest here, I guess, is an RNG chest. You open it with arcane keys. Can't turn on the TV. I guess we don't have that privilege.
Hunter.
Good to see you, Hunter.
Carol Danvers.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Not as persuasive as I, Captain.
I said you can call me Carol, and I wouldn't bet on that. You just woke up from a 300-year nap. You've never seen me go binary on someone.
I seem to piss off people. It seems.
Find me in the war room when you're
Oops.
finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
People don't seem to like my humour. This is not going as well as I planned.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Bruce Banner.
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game.
A lot of these things are reminding me of mobile RPGs.
Well, can't you just...
That was one criticism about this game.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
More personality than Brie Larson. Too used to BioWare companions who would find it entertaining. Yeah, these guys don't seem to have much in terms of humor programmed into them, which is a shame.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
So, I've been wondering, I wonder if I'm related to Moon Knight. The symbol on my chest gives me Moon Knight Moon Knight, or like makes me, and the swords as well. The sword and dagger kind of remind me of Moon Knight, and also the gold logo. Moon Knight, he is someone who his autistic.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings.
He's got a film.
Too long. It's nice to have a full house again.
I'm not going to spoil it, so that's all I'm going to say. It's actually really good. The actor plays a autistic person really well. Okay, we have a mission. Faustian Bargain. We get a gamma coil and an artifact. Story mission.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Babylon. See? This whole thing screams Moon Knight. So I could be related to Moon Knight. The heroes have identified an abandoned warehouse where Hydra may be operating. Blade and the Hunter join Captain Marvel to investigate. So this is a squad. We're playing on normal because this is the only. When you start the game, you have two. You have two difficulties. You have story mode, which lets you enjoy the story without losing any characters when they die. There's normal mode, which is slightly more difficult. And there's one other. I haven't unlocked it.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
Mike. A PS2 game.
This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good.
I wanted to stream at higher bitrate,
Place down the road. Stays open till 3.
and I'm testing it with other games.
Sure. Only maybe next time say it less vampire-y.
This isn't a PS2 game.
We're going in from the rooftops. Not that it means anything to either of you. Just don't fly off without me.
It looks trash. What? Does it look trash? It's actually okay, you know? Funny enough, you know X-Men better than anything else in the comics. You know DC better. Yeah, same actually. This is magic. It looks like a PS2 game. I don't know about that.
Aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
Not bad for our first team up.
Take out X-Men, Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, and DC would be absolutely win for you. Yeah, I like Doctor Doom in it and X-Men. I'm not big on Spider-Man. Oh, he's just overreacting because that's what Mike does.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
So, you can understand PS3. Well, you love Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. To be honest, I don't think there's been a decent Marvel game out since, like, probably the Spider-Man games. Spider-Man games are doing really well. As for DC, I enjoyed Arkham Asylum.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but...
So this is...
Science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
This is...
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
This is like XCOM, but with cards. Right. So, you have... I move my mug here. You have down the bottom right heroism. You spend your heroism on your ultimate abilities. You per turn you have you can play 3 cards. You can select who you want to play. You can redraw cards if you can't play them. And you can move 1 character. You have 2 types of abilities available at the moment. Well, 3. You have heroic, you have attack, and you have skill. So when it says at the top left of the card, it says 3. This is your heroic resource in which you need to use the skill. So Arkham looks better than this. Probably crankier than usual. Haven't jizzed since Sunday, not good. Damn, man. Feels bad. So you can change the you can change the camera direction. Above the enemy where it says the symbols, that's who they're focusing. So what we want to do, we want to use Blade's strike ability, chain 2, and we will kill you, and we will kill you.
Don't blink. These fanatics are always the same.
And now we will use... and that's giving us 1 heroic. You got any fun games? Got Darkside.
Is that all?
Okay, so this is a line ability. So this girl is the tank. What we'll do I don't...
I'm on it.
Bro, Dark Souls.
Here we go.
And you can knock back, knock back the enemies into, you can knock back the enemies into other enemies. You can also pick these up and throw them. You can blow them up, etc.
Take this.
So we want to probably redraw some of these. So we have abilities, where we have attacks, rather than just. Why is Risk of Rain any good? I don't understand.
You will regret ever facing.
What makes Risk of Rain good to play?
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
Tactics mode allows you to quickly access the entire battlefield by pressing left shift.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Did that just do 10 damage to myself? That didn't. That's not good, is it?
The light will heal you. Let us see if they have an answer for this. That is one way of making your presence known.
So Captain Marvel cannot go binary into flame mode. It will draw the go binary ability. In a binary state, Captain Marvel will deal significantly more damage. She will lose her binary once all of her blocks has been removed. I've got Risk of Rain. And I swear I've got Risk of Rain 2 as well. You can transition it into non-binary. Yep, you can.
Watch close.
That was something.
She got a nice ass.
We got company.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
And then, yeah, knocking them back does damage as well. I'd rather just tradition her into a... I do prefer Mr. Fantastic. Isn't there Fantastic Four? Captain... It's not Captain Fantastic. Which one is the fire one? Human Torch, yes. I prefer Human Torch to Captain Marvel. Yeah. There we go. I used my increased insane 200 IQ
Now, quickly.
to figure out the best way to take out two people from across the room.
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
Okay, so we need to recover the Hydra artifact. You know what, Slink? I wish they didn't shut down Marvel Heroes. That game was really good. It's just a shame that they shut it down. So retrieve the mysterious artifact from the truck. Break the shield guard's protection to access the truck. Recover the artifact to secure.
For the record, Bruce?
Yeah, I loved it as well, man.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Reduce, so an objective that is protected cannot be completed until the shield guard's block has been reduced to 0. Okay.
Save you now.
So recover artifact is a card. We will use chain. We'll kill these two.
Leave some for the rest of us.
We'll use my whip, which has the ability to force a forceful knockback. Pushes a target in any direction, dealing damage if they pass through or impact another unit or object. Double distance and impact damage. So we use whip on you. I was thinking about being sneaky and doing it.
You had your chance to
Boom.
Was that truly your best?
One more time. Didn't think I
Do you
could
ever
get
make
any
Kitty
stronger.
Pryde a playable character? Yeah, feels bad, man. So we will throw this into this guy, and that will we can aim it at the explosive to kill the other guy. Tactics, guys. Pro tactics. Poggers. We need an attack. So we will redraw. And turn. Storm or Silver Surfer. Yeah, I really enjoyed that game, man. It's just, I wish they didn't. I wish didn't run out of funding. Dazed and unable to attack. The number of actions remaining are displayed on the hero's health bar. Okay.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
We need that taunt ability. Or the damage.
It's about time.
This will kill this guy and the guy behind.
Not a problem.
That's a neat trick.
This will kill you.
Nice move.
Who's next?
That will kill. Take out you two. Well, taunt.
I am impressed.
Yeah, we run out of turn. Run out of cards.
Lost my focus here.
Disney shut it down after a scandal because video games aren't viable for business. Really?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Let Blade take care of you. Your brother. Okay. We'll use quick slash. Oh, that's immune to knockback, of course.
Should get the blood pumping.
Nice. Put a bleed on him.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
If only that was closer. I'll be able to throw it. They shot down Disney Infinity at the same time, did they? Really? Yes, go grab the artifact.
I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Supply credits have been recovered.
Got a pair
Defeat the
of torn
remaining
purple
to
pants with
complete.
your name on them.
Your time has come.
Let's kill them two off.
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
And taunt you.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Took that like a... He killed himself. Rip. Yeah, I remember Disney saying that games aren't profitable.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
I think one of the biggest criticisms of this game is that they were going to release it as free to play, and then they changed their mind. Now you have to pay for the game, and it's a full price game. Now, no one in the right mind would buy this for full price, I don't think. And I'm just being honest here. If you look on Steam, I believe it's like £40 or £50, and I don't think anyone would actually spend that. I got this for free with my graphics card. They gave me 2 games because they forgot to give me a key when I bought it. Bought my new PC. So they gave me this and Warhammer 40k Darktide. And I'm glad I got it for free. I would not be buying this otherwise. Did you know there was a Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale released? Really? I don't think so. I want to play Crisis Core at some point. That looks good. Darktide could be fun. Shut down today. No one knew about it. I didn't know about it. But then again, I don't play Battle Royale games. Play the remake. What, the Crisis Core remake? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. I watched probably a split second of Max play it, and he seemed to really enjoy it. So, and I think he was playing it on the PlayStation 5. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting it at some point. There's a Genshin. If you're a Genshin player, there's a Genshin card game which they brought out, and I think it's 100% free to play. I'm not sure I can see that being being popular. I could play Darktide. If you don't know, Darktide is a Vermintide Vermintide-like game.
Nice job out there, kid.
The remake for 7.
Get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3.
I've got it on my wish list on Steam actually.
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously.
I'm waiting for Final Fantasy 16.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
Preferred Vermintide, Darktide over Vermintide. Yeah, Vermintide had its issues.
Let me see. How did this work again?
Nico's message. Now here we are. Hunter, you there? By the way, this is Nico, in case nobody gave you the rundown on how the spark works. Blade and Cap Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus. And then they all just left me here alone. Should come hang out. Thank you, but I'm tired. Someone's at the door.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven.
Played Gauntlet. Yeah, I played
Blood magic stuff.
I played the original Gauntlet on the Sega, I think.
Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask Blader Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff, or quasi-human.
I think the only reason people would play this game is if they enjoyed the characters. And I can't see myself enjoying these characters.
I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad
I'm
dreams
an
every night for me
I'm an
lately.
OG Marvel fan.
Keep seeing Wanda.
Seeing the young team just don't kick it. Doesn't kick it.
Never mind.
Or the young superheroes anyway. I was never a Midnight Sun team kind of
Some popcorn and you pick out a movie.
person,
Oh, and it may
I
just
guess.
be the two of us. The others went outside.
Apart from
Need to
Moon
cool
Knight.
off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge, or maybe crack open the casket of Agent.
On Steam it's got mostly positive, but when it launched it got mixed due to launch issues, optimization, like bugs and stuff. But as a full price game, and you can buy in-game credits for costumes and stuff through Steam. I think that it looks good. I like it, but I think it should have been a free-to-play game.